Good morning, guys. We are out here at Honda America Torrance. I don't know, the Honda North America facility out here, their headquarters. So they are doing their Cars and Coffee meet. What's really cool is if you guys haven't seen it, I've covered it just a couple times. Last year they did it twice. This year they're doing it 4 times. This is going to be the 3rd time this year. So we'll get one more time of this, and literally they fill up this whole huge parking lot area, primarily with just Hondas and nothing but good stuff. They got music playing, they got vendors, they got everything else. So I'm gonna run through, I'll show you guys everything that's out here. We're still loading in, and we'll have another fun one. So you guys let me know what you think, drop those comments, and we'll get at it and have some fun. All right, let's get going. Alright guys, so let me show you a little bit. It's pretty cool. They've switched up what's inside the collection hall area. One of the cool things about the Cars and Coffee event that they hold is they also open up this area to the general public, and it doesn't cost anything to come in. So one of the things that they switched up was all these displays. So they have a bunch of like their concept cars tucked all in here. So it's really interesting. It's got almost, like this, there you go, like this, Acura TL, but with like almost like a bubble top. It's like super smooth. It looks really cool. Like you can definitely tell the prototype to the actual production car. Same with the little hatch here. This is from '97. It's a GRX concept, but you can definitely see a lot of the like CRZ and everything like that. It's actually really cool. Like some of these would be even cooler if like they actually produce them. But no, it is actually really cool. And then it looks like midway in the back, it's like almost like a mid-engine type of setup. It's actually really cool. It's 1500 cc opposed 6-cylinder. Okay, that's weird. I would have never guessed that. So, but we've got this one with a little odd looking front end and everything. 99 Sprocket concepts. We come down, this is the remix concept. This is an 06. I like it because at this point they're already taking away the mirrors. They're already taking away the mirrors and putting in cameras for the mirrors. So that's really cool. Coming down a little bit further, this is the 08 FC sport concept. I love these futuristic. It's almost like a Minority Report or something, that type of vehicle. I really like that one. Come down, it's almost like a K car type of size. It's called the P-Nut concept. P-Nut concept. It's a 09. It's a 3-seater, so you have a center mount driving position, and then you've got 2 side seats behind the driver. And then as you can see, they have it so you can fold it up and everything else, which is kind of like like they did with the Fit and everything else. This is, almost a full production car. It is the CRZ, but it is the CRZ concept. It has a couple extra little flares to it. Like it almost looks like it has a Mugen style hood. It looks great. It's like I would say more like a HPD type of setup where it looks more tuned. Suspension wheels, everything else. Let's see what it says. And this one had the supercharger, which, if I remember correctly, when Mugen first started producing and these released when I was at Tokyo Auto Salon, they made one with a supercharger. So I wonder if it was like made in conjunction with, or like if Honda really just did it all on their own. But I'm sure it was some dual party, collab for that. Check out the first gen CRX. This is one of the things I really enjoy when I come out to like these types of displays are almost museums. They have factory fresh cars. If you guys didn't see, when I was in Japan, I did just go through the Honda Collection Hall in Japan. The Honda Collection Hall in Japan is a load bigger than this place. The one in Japan is like 3 stories, multiple rooms, everything else, and they have everything displayed by generation. But one of the things that I like here is they have switched it. Last time I was here, they had the Concept Prelude out front. This time they have a bunch of concept cars coming down through the way. So it's interesting. If you like Hondas and you like Honda history, the Honda Collection Hall, both here in Florence and of course the one in Japan. The one in Japan is just absolutely incredible. You know what? I'll link that one at the end of the video. So if you guys want to see Honda Collection Hall in Japan, check that out. Like I said, it's multiple levels. It covers, basically their whole history. So it has a bunch of motorcycles, has a bunch of cars, has handpicked examples of the Hondas through the history. So look at let me back up a little bit because I was talking. But this right here, 01 Integra Type R, besides the fact that it's yellow and not champ white, this is it doesn't get more iconic than that. Made the 195 horsepower at 8,400 RPM, it was crazy. That's a 200 horsepower 9K car all day. You got the new NSX. This is a Type S. Looks great. It really does. They've got a bunch of cool bikes. Some of their race stuff over in this corner. Now, coming up, this was one of the groups I always watched, the Real Time Racing. They had a set of Integras and everything else that they would run, and they were so fast in their class. That was one of the things that got me into racing on more of like the sports car side. You know, a lot of people like watching like F1 or, you know, whatever, like even NASCAR, whatever it is. But like this right here, when you see, you know, a production car that still looks like a production car running around the track, that's what did it for me. You know, the F1, the F3 cars, all of that, they're cool. And they're definitely, you know, the top or the epitome that you can get, you know, in how much power, how much speed, how much a car can handle. But for me, it's that right there. The production car that you turn into a race car. I mean, that's literally what I try and do with every car I own. You know how that goes. It's the car that starts life as a daily and ends up as a track car. They've got a whole run of like their bikes and stuff like that. It's a cool display. So, and they've got it kind of on this like little track. It looks cool. And they go down through the line of a handful of their bikes and everything else. They did really good with the displays. I like the displays. Let's see, in this next hall over here, they got a couple engines. And they have some other little history stuff, so you can hang out and look at the engines while you're waiting your turn for the bathroom, I guess. And then they've got a wall that kind of runs the history, and it runs, you know, motorcycles, motorcycle engines, everything else, and then they've got it all the way up to, you know, current day EVs, race cars. So it's pretty cool. Again, I really enjoy the Honda Collection Hall. If you guys like this, definitely check out the Honda Collection Hall in Japan. You know, I was just there like last month at this point. So you guys check that out. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna head outside and let's do this. Let's go take a run through outside. I kind of already teased you to say we were gonna do it, but I wanted to come in here and show you guys some of the stuff because they had all these cool concepts and everything else. So I'm gonna head outside. We'll do our walk and talk outside, and we'll keep having fun. All right, guys, thanks. They're behind me making a little announcement. This car back here in the 90s during the Nopi tour and everything else. I actually had pictures of this on the highway doing Nopi tour when they released that. Had the model like that 1/18 scale and everything. I don't know, like that thing brings back so many memories of just, you know, all those early 90s and early 2000 years. I mean, and look, like how beautiful is that? Like that is just absolutely crazy. I mean, there's something about the styling of a 34 that like I just can't get over. I mean, they're extremely expensive, but you know, there's something about them that's just really fun. I don't know, like I maybe it's the whole Fast and the Furious thing. You guys comment on that. Like is it literally just the fact that you know, Paul Walker ran around and won and everything else, and you know, we all came up watching Fast and the Furious, and you know, the 34 is that iconic car. It's like, you know, like kind of like Toretto's Charger, you know, it's kind of the same thing. But I don't know, there's something about that 34 that just gets me every time. Look, first gen CRX, this one I missed the first time at JCCS, so he's got like a car and driver thing on this. Let me show you what's really cool about this. I don't know the full history, but it has, you know, it's got like old school racing beat stuff, right? You got your front engine as you'd expect. It says Mugen Power and everything else. And as we come around to the back, check this out. Rear mounted, rear engine. That's absolutely crazy. So like a first gen running dual engines, that's super cool. We're gonna do some laps. So I'm gonna do my best to keep walking and talking as we go through. We do have a nice mix of cars, which is cool. So it's not just Hondas out here. We do have some other cars. I mean, a nice 350Z and everything else. The sun is already blazing. But we've got a handful of FK8s. As always, you got a I wanted to call it a Terminator, but this one I don't think it's a Terminator. SVT, Cobra Mustang, nice big body wagon, you know. That one's cool. I like how it's still like full height and everything else. So, you know, he just drives through and over everything. We'll go down, and I think I'm gonna actually walk this direction. So let's take a walk down, and I'll come back up the other way and show you guys the cars, because the lighting's definitely a lot better the other way. And what I was saying inside, this is the color, that champ white. That's just the absolutely iconic, you know, Type R color and feel. So I actually have I have some Honda merch coming out, so you guys keep an eye out for that. Got a couple S2000s, everything from more the stock AP2 with like the Type S lip to, you know, full aero and prepped. I actually saw him on the freeway as we were coming in. Voltex setup, TEs, you know, the Mugen hardtop or Mugen style hardtop. Nice. This one I like because he, you know, it's AP2, running the TE, spoon calipers, you know, still has the stock body, but at first look, you can tell it's the OEM style top, but it's carbon. So that's really cool. Here's that caddy I saw earlier. How you like that mix? You got American with some TEs. I mean, that's cool. So this is let me show you guys the little CRV. This is one of my buddies that I met at the last couple shows. I mean, he's real cool. The car is definitely set. I love how he got it dumped out. Got the parking pole and everything else. This looks really cool. I don't know. I like when they dump out the little SUVs and everything. Here's one I need. A little right-hand drive EG on some TEs. Done. EG on TEs. I didn't know I could rhyme. Come down, we've got a couple of the fits. Are these all the GK fits? Regas, still on some stocks here, and I like the blue. You know, I'm kind of a sucker for blue. So he's got the NRG race seat. He's got the headlights colored up yellow. I like that. That's a good look. You got the little Toyota. I want to say it's Corolla, but I might be wrong on that one. The little hatch. So we've got that 350Z that's dumped out. As far as I could tell, he's actually running static. He's not on air, because when he came in, he didn't lift it going over the speed bump. So I was like, all right. I'm gonna take we're gonna run down another row, and we'll keep having fun. Got a couple ISs over here on this side. Little functional almost stance setup. Looks like we're gonna have to bounce back and forth a little bit because we got the FA5, but we got it with the FD2 conversion, front end, aero, everything else. Voltex wing, bunch of, I mean, definitely looks good. Run down through, we got a couple S2Ks, AP1, AP2. You got the G8 fit with the Willwoods, SSRs. Nice. You got the Mugen front stuff, Mugen, rain visors. I almost couldn't get that one. But you guys know I used to have one, so I definitely have a soft spot for that one. FL5 looks good. We've got EP3 made it out, a couple S2000s, couple AP2s. The new SI, I actually like the SI. What do you guys think? You guys think the SI is worth it? I mean, engine-wise is what, like the L15, B7, the turbo one? I mean, I like that. You know, it makes good power and everything else. Would you guys take one over an FL5 or, you know, only FL5 and just, you know, that's it? I like that they went a little different. They got some BBSs on it, some white BBSs. What do you guys think? Are you guys, I don't know if you could see it or not, but there's kind of a two-tone difference in between the white on the BBSs and the white on the car. You know, are you guys okay with that, or should you color match the BBSs exactly to the car? Because white's a hard one. You know, there's like 82 different shades of white as you go through, so. But yeah, you guys let me know. Drop a comment. What do you guys think of like the FL5 versus the SI? Do you think the SI is a good starting point, or is it one of those things where it's like, oh no, if you're gonna get into it, don't even bother. Just straight get the FL5 and don't get anything else. So you guys let me know what you think about that. We've got another handful of rows to go, so I'm gonna get going and I'm gonna keep showing you everything. All right, let's do another row.
Student of the game, I'm a scholastic. Platinum when I swipe, no it's not plastic. I fill up the bank, magic. Student of the game, I got my masters. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You guys know how I feel. Advans, always a go. The four-door ITR is definitely, you guys know. I love the four-door. I don't know why over the two-door. But I think if I had my choice in between the two, I would probably do the four-door over the two-door. I don't know why. And then the US one, a two-door. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird. You guys, let me know. I mean, from everything I heard, I'd probably drive them back to back, but the four-door, of course, is supposed to have, the better weight distribution and everything else and handle better. So that's probably why I'm stuck on the four-door so much more. But, I don't know. All right, so that puts us through about half the lot. We're going to go over. I'm going to get over to the next section, and they are still bringing cars in, but we'll go over, we'll hit the other side of the lot, and you guys let me know what you think.
Got me a Rolex, step your wifey up. Started from the bottom, now the price is up. We go gift for gift, it's like a game to us. You go tit for tat, and that's just strange us. What's love? L-O-V-E, garçon. H-A-T-E, Can't do bad vibes, not on this side. Please keep that on that side.
And I do like that there's a little mix here. So it's kind of cool that you're not only seeing Hondas. Not that I got anything against it, but it's always nice to have a good mix of cars. So we got a handful of muscle cars, and then we've got a whole run of S2000s down here. Looks like we got the Suzuka Blue getting out of here. Another little Del Sol. I was kind of surprised. There's actually been 2 or 3 of them here today, and normally you don't get to see any of them. So that was kind of cool. Let's see, we got, like I said, a little run of S2Ks, AP1 with AP2 wheels, stock AP2 it looks like. Nice, it's the AP1 with the 2000 front bumper, and we've seen him before. He's got the wheels too. Oh, check that out. Oh, I got distracted, sorry. That's pretty cool. Like a topped up Chevy van. The only time it doesn't look like a creeper van at that point. We've got a nice little EG on some Mugen. Oh man, I forget which ones those are. I wanted to call them the M7s, but I know that's not which ones those are. You guys will kill me in the comments on that for not getting that one. So it's AP1. He's got like stock all season or winter tires on it, but he's got the full like headlight conversion. I mean, I actually like how aggressive the headlight conversion is on the S2000, but the problem is the stock S2000, projectors are so good, I just can't see replacing them. Like, I mean, style-wise, sure, like I understand that, but like performance-wise and everything else, the stock projectors are just so good. It's hard to make an excuse to change them. NSX on Mugens again. I'll pronounce it Mugen today because I've been getting comments and saying I'm not pronouncing that right and I'm not pronouncing Weekfest right. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's kind of how I always pronounce them. So I don't know. It's kind of stuck. But let me run down through. We're gonna come from the other direction because, like I said, the sun's just horrible this way. But hey, I found another Del Sol. We'll come back up this row and I'll show you guys. All right, guys. So we'll do another one. We got a bunch of FL5s down here. I see more and more FL5s. Do you guys have as many in your areas? Like down here in SoCal, there's just an absolute ton of FL5s. The GS body, you guys know I'd love a right-hand drive, Aristo. That would be awesome. We've got a couple of Acuras over here, a couple of the Legends, which are, I mean, again, they're super cool. I don't recognize any of them off the top of my head, but I know there's one floating around that's a manual. There's one floating around that's got like 200,000 miles or something. He's got some display stuff, so this might be one of them. This one is a manual, so that's kind of cool. I mean, it's always cool if it's a manual. We've got the Accord wagon. You guys know how I feel about that. Like, there's something about that styling that I absolutely love. Another Del Sol, wish he was turned around and parked the other way. I think that should be mandatory when you come to a car show that you back in. But we finally have a Prelude. I finally found a Prelude. Stock Prelude, stock body. Actually doesn't look bad. I mean, it's cool to find one. Like I said, I always try and find one for you. So here's another, this is AP2. Again, it looks like it's in like that moon rock color. Which that's what the other one looked like. But yeah, it looks like it's like a moon rock with a whole, it's got Recaros. I mean, it looks good. I like it. Titan 7s. It looks good. It's like a full CR look, like with the CR wing in the front and the front lip and everything, but in like that moon rock color. So, what do you guys think about the Moto Compactos? Those are, I mean, I'm seeing a ton of these. They look like so much fun. A nice little pit bike to run around in. Fits in the car, no problem. So we've got. It looks like a row and a half. Let me walk down the last row. We'll come up the row before that, because I think the last row doesn't have that much, but we'll see. It looks like I got a SC300. If it's right-hand drive, I'll rephrase that to a soarer so I don't get in trouble. But just so you guys know, like I most of the time know the chassis or the name difference in between the left hand and the right hand drive versions, and sometimes it's just a matter of what's easier or what pops in my head. So, you know, I might call it a soarer, I might call it an SC300. You know, it technically, I understand it's left hand, right hand drive, but it's pretty much the same thing. So, but I don't mind you guys correcting me. I don't mind you guys dropping that in the comments. Nice little NSX and FD, FK8, and it looks like that's it for the end of this row. So we're gonna pop through this last row, and that'll be it for today's event. All right, guys, let's do this last row. We got what the Laguna Blue Pearl. That was the color I had. This one, bone stock AP2, really nice. And then of course next to it, I guess the legend of the S2000s. You know, a full CR. So it's got the yellow. It's got the yellow stitching. You know, I have all the yellow. You know, all the little yellow add-ons inside and everything else. You know, the lettering on the shift knob, all that good stuff. Another GK on a little set of spoons with some Willwoods on it. So little surprising car. I mean, if it has springs, that car actually handled really well. I mean, he's running AO52s. So that car right there is gonna surprise some people. AO52s, lightweight spoons with some brakes. That's a great combination. So we got, you guys, I've lost count at this point. How many S2000s have we seen? Like, we've seen a bunch today. So he's got endless brakes on the second black one here. Nice cage, Recaro setup, APR wing on this first one. Check out this wing with the extensions. It's pretty cool. I don't know that I've seen it this setup, or maybe I've seen it in just with the shorter extensions on it, but that's pretty cool. He's got kind of the full spoon setup, ASM rear, I think, if I remember correctly. If not, you know, you guys will correct me. I don't mind. NSX looks like what, supercharger setup on it, on some BBSs. That's pretty cool. We've got the drift setup BMW over here. I'll show you guys that before we move down. He's definitely cambered out and everything else in the front with the 1JZ. That's, you know this is fun. So that one's pretty cool. All right, super clean Integra. TE's lip. If this is, I'm not sure if this is the one or not. No, this one still has the B series in it. I thought this one might have been the K, but this one I think still has the B series in it. FA5 on some TEs. The nice stock SC300. Like, you don't normally get to see them that clean. Normally they're all drifted out and everything else. Let's see what else we got. There's that Del Sol I was telling you guys about. Again, I was kind of surprised. We saw a good handful of them today. And then of course, we've had the conversation before with the Porsches. You know, a lot of the Porsche guys, they came up through the Hondas, which was, you know, the Hondas, they're enthusiasts. So like them coming up, you know, they had Hondas back in the day and everything else, and now, you know, now they're in something that's, you know, a little faster. I guess I'll say a little bit more fun to drive. That, you know, it's kind of a personality thing, but you know what I mean. So they've graduated themselves up into Porsches or whatever. Got a couple fits taken off. But anyways, you guys, let me know what you think. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, there's for out here at the Honda Collection Hall in Torrance. There's only one more for the rest of the year, and then that's it. So they did it. I mean, they doubled the amount. So they did it twice last year. They're going to do 4 times this year. This is number 3, of course. But you guys let me know what you think. Let me know if you want me to come out for that last one. If you do, I'll definitely try and make it. But I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta, okay, so if you guys hung out to the end, you guys might as well. I mentioned it a little earlier, but I do have some new merch coming out, and it is gonna be a Honda. It's gonna be a Honda one. So you guys keep an eye out for that. I definitely, you know how it goes. So I'll definitely have those made pretty soon and available. So you guys keep an eye out. I'll definitely show those to you once they come out. But otherwise, I'm gonna get out of here for the day. Thank you guys for hanging out. As always, thank you for your support and everything that you helped me do with my channel. We keep growing. I'm almost to 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. So, I mean, if you guys made it this far and you haven't subscribed, check out my other videos. If you like what I do, hit that subscribe for me. Let's get over 5K so we can keep doing this, you know, pretty soon. You know, the goal is to do this full time, you know, so I can bring you guys this all the time. So we're getting there. We're getting there. You guys, thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. I'm gonna get out of here for the day and head over to the next one. So I'll see you guys there. Thank you.